Did you know that a caterpillar, in its chrysalis, doesn't just grow wings? It almost completely dissolves. It turns into a nutrient-rich soup, a liquid chaos of its former self. Only from that total breakdown can the specific cells, the imaginal discs, begin to build the butterfly. The most beautiful version of itself is only possible after everything falls apart. I want you to remember that, because I need to tell you something that might feel like a secret, something I wish someone had whispered to me when I was in the dark. A lot goes wrong before everything goes right. You believe you're on a straight road to where you want to be. You have a map, you have a plan, and then the first wrong turn happens. A rejection, a failed launch, a mistake that costs you. And your instinct is to see it as a penalty, a tax you shouldn't have to pay. But you have it backwards. Failure isn't the penalty. Failure is the toll road. It's the price of admission to anything worth having. You don't reach victory by avoiding the wrong turns. You reach it by surviving them. You pay the toll with your pride, with your comfort, and you're allowed to keep driving. And this is where most people pull over. They hit the stretch of road where everything is going wrong. The engine is smoking. The maps are blowing in the wind. The rain is coming down so hard you can see. And they think something is broken. They think the universe has made a mistake. They don't realize this isn't a malfunction. This phase is the process. This is the work. The mess isn't a sign you're off course. The mess is part of the map. The confusion, the delays, the sheer embarrassment of stumbling in front of everyone, these aren't detours. They are coordinates. They are telling you exactly where you are. You are in the messy middle. You are in the building phase. Nothing breaks before it builds. Every single collapse you are experiencing right now is just pressure testing your foundation. It's showing you the weak spots, the sandy ground, so you can pour in more concrete, so you can dig deeper. The building cannot begin until the breaking shows you where to build. So you have to change the definition of the word happening to you. You are not failing. You are calibrating. Every wrong move is just data. It's information you didn't have before. That plan that blew up in your face, that wasn't a defeat. That was feedback. Brutal, honest feedback. That timing that felt so off, that opportunity that slipped through your fingers, that wasn't bad luck. That was training. Your reflexes are getting faster. Your instincts are being honed on a wheel of disappointment. And I know how it feels in that moment. It feels personal. It feels targeted. It feels so deeply, profoundly unfair. That's because the darkest part of the road is always right before the breakthrough. The night is coldest just before the dawn. It has to be. If it was easy, you wouldn't be changing. You'd just be strolling. This feeling of being singled out for hardship is actually a sign. You are close. Your weak versions would have already escaped. They would have quit. They would have taken the easy way out. They would have believed the lie that it shouldn't be this hard. The fact that you're still here, feeling the full weight of it, means a stronger version of you is still in the fight. What you call bad luck is often just strength under construction. And you have to understand what real progress looks like. Social media progress looks clean. It looks like a straight line up and to the right. Real progress, the kind that lasts, is ugly. It looks like doubt. It sounds like silence after you tell people your dream. It feels like lost confidence. It is restarting for the 3rd, 4th, 10th time. It is rebuilding a belief in yourself from the rubble, over and over and over again. If everything was easy, everyone would be winning. The struggle isn't the obstacle. The struggle is the filter. It separates the casual from the committed. The version of you that finally wins, the one standing on the other side of this, is not the same version of you that started. That person is gone. They couldn't have survived it. The you that wins is built entirely from what went wrong. Every scar is a seam of new strength. Every single mistake was a lesson that carved out a space for mastery. You are being assembled, piece by painful piece, from the wreckage of your attempts. And let's be brutally honest about the finish line. You don't arrive at success. You don't stroll into it, fresh and clean. You crawl there. Sometimes you crawl there bleeding. You drag yourself across that line with dirt under your nails and the taste of defeat still in your mouth. And that is precisely why you will defend it when you get there. That is why it will mean something. Because you know its cost. You know the currency was your own resilience. Everything that feels like a loss to you right now. Every late night, wondering where you went wrong. Every pang of envy seeing someone else seemingly have it easier. It will all make sense later. Not emotionally. You might never feel good about those painful moments. But logically, you will look back at the map of your journey, and you will see how every single wrong coordinate was necessary to steer you to the exact right place. You couldn't have gotten there any other way. What you are surviving right now is not punishment. It is preparation. It is training for the very thing you are asking for. You asked for a bigger life. You whispered a bigger dream into the universe. Big dreams demand tough preparation. You cannot hold a giant trophy with weak arms. You cannot carry great responsibility with a fragile spirit. You are not being punished. You are being sharpened. Think of steel. It doesn't complain in the fire. It doesn't beg the hammer to stop. It understands that the fire and the blows are what make it dangerous, what make it useful, what make it sharp. So here's the final, core message. It's the one I need you to carry with you. If everything is going wrong for you right now, if it feels like the walls are closing in and every door is slamming shut, it might not mean you are lost. It might not mean you are on the wrong path. It might mean the exact opposite. It might mean you are closer than you have ever been. It might mean you are in the final brutal stretch before everything finally goes right. Your one change is not to find an easier path. Your one change is to understand that the path you are already on. Keep going.